So I hope you enjoy. I want you to put everything down, because this moment is just for you. You don't have to do anything. Just find a safe space. Enjoy the video. Put some headphones in and relax. All the anxiety and stress built up over the week will slowly fade away. But before we build, we prepare with a little warm-up. With dynamic activations and stretches. This is where we switch on the glutes gently. Wake up the hips. And connect breath to movement. There's no rushing, just control. Now, let's get started. With the booty workout. The first exercise will be the hip thrust Smith machine. This is our main booty builder. Heavy, controlled, powerful at the top. Every rep finishes with a deliberate squeeze. Like you're holding a coin between your glutes. You're safe here. You're allowed to let go. While I crush the glutes in the background. We've done a free weight warm-up. to 60 kg for a few more warm-up sets and reps. I have to be honest with you. I don't usually train glutes. So I want to make sure I don't rush anything. As these movements are fairly new to me. We'll take them on slowly. But if you've had a tough week and had a lot of problems arise, picture your thoughts as clouds and watch them pass without holding on. Your body is melting into the support beneath you, sinking deeper with ease. Now we've loaded up the Smith machine and we're ready for the first working set. To give those glutes a bit of a burn. A bit of a hard time, so they grow. My first tip is the bench and foot placement precision. You want to place the bench so your shoulder blades rest on the pad and your knees sit 90% or rather 90-degree angle at the top. Your feet around hip width. And if you want more glute drive, you want to push through the heel and bring the feet slightly push the floor away with the heels, like you just saw, and we'll see in a bit. This is because correct bench and foot setup ensures glute dominant hip extension and prevents lumbar hyperextension. But now, as we're between the sets, feel free to close your eyes and feel the gentle weight of your clothes, the coolness of the air on your cheek. Now let's see the next set. Driving through the heels to maximize glute activation. Right here, we have 140 kg in total added on the bar. The Smith machine said the max is only 120. Which I was proud of myself. It felt like I've beaten the Smith machine. Pushed it to its limits. Same as with the glutes. You can leave your worries at the door. Come back to them later, if you wish. Because tonight it will be myself who will carry all your worries. Imagine each of your worries as a plate loaded on the Smith machine. You can see my glutes can handle all your worries. So feel free to let go. Now, because the weight limit of the Smith machine is only 120, and I've already loaded 140. I was afraid to load even more on the sides, so I've decided to put an extra plate in the middle. Now with 165. This is where the burn and magic happens. Squeeze like you mean it. Controlled, powerful. The slower you lower, the stronger you grow. Amazing. I think it's safe to say we've destroyed both the Smith machine but most importantly, the glutes. And now let's move on to the standing cable glute kickbacks. Small movement, deep focus. Now we isolate. We're precise. Imagine your heel drawing a straight line behind you. Small, controlled pulses. Visualize contracting the back of the hip. No swinging. exactly where you need to be. Everything inside of you is allowed to rest. There's nothing to fix, only to be with this soft stillness. A slow, steady pulse of calm moves through you from head to toe. My first tip for the cable glute kickbacks is the idea of hip hinge. You want to keep a slight hip hinge and spine neutral. Lead the movement with the heel rather than the toe. To feel the glute maximally engaged and working. You can see it in action, leading with the heel and not arching the back. This minimizes hip flexor and lumbar compensation. Great job. The glutes are on fire. The cable is hyper-targeting at its finest. And I'm really feeling the burn. But you're safe here. You're allowed to let go. You can put everything down this moment is just for you. I want to say it's always such an honor to spend time and be together with you. I know you're the kind of person who values information that can help you take care of your health. So I hope you're enjoying the tips and feel the anxiety and stress escaping the body. As you relax and leave everything as it is. My second tip for the glute kickbacks is about the knee angle and foot rotation. You want to keep a slight knee bend around 15 degrees. And a subtle external rotation, a toe out about 5 to 10 degrees. This targets the upper glute fibers. And keep hips level. Press your palms to support for stability. But now, back to the Smith machine. For some lunges. This is where balance meets strength. One leg working hard and the other supporting. Stay tall, stay grounded. with a steady pace. One step, full control. Front knee, dragging over the toes slightly. But for you, there's nothing to do. Just enjoy. Let your problems become small, distant shapes on the horizon. Allow everything that's heavy to slide away on the next exhale. Inhale in 2, 1, 2. And let go. Into 1, 2. Fantastic. My first tip for the Smith machine lunges is the step length and knee tracking. Longer step lands more on the glutes. So aim for about 60 to 70% of leg length. Ensure front knee tracks line with second toe and does not cave medially. So long step and push through the heel. I think I could have went for a slightly longer step. To target the glutes a bit extra. Let's lower slowly. Feel the stretch. Then drive up. slow, steady pulse of calm moves through you from head to toe. You are held by your breath, by your body, and by this moment. Everything inside of you is allowed to rest. You are exactly where you need to be. So enjoy the moment and forget everything. I will carry today's load. My second tip for the Smith lunges is the torso and pelvic control. You want to keep your chest upright. Brace the core firmly and descend with a 2-second eccentric. Then 1-second pause at the bottom. And finally, a strong drive through the front heel. We can take advantage of the Smith's vertical plane and avoid lateral instability. So slow down the descent and feel the stretch at the bottom. These controlled eccentrics increase muscle damage and are stimulus for growth. And also reduce joint stress. Smith lunges is unilateral focus and tempo manipulation. To emphasize glutes, add a 1 to 2 second isometric pulse. At the bottom before the drive. If you want to go for strength, then load heavier for 4 to 6 reps. But for hypertrophy, stay in the 8 to 12 rep range with the pause and control. While we are at the Smith, let's go for some Romanian deadlifts with the help of the Smith. Hinge back slowly and feel the hamstrings lengthen and expand. This is about stretch and control. Think length, not depth. But only go as far as your hamstrings allow. I know you're the kind of person who values showing up for yourself. So thank you for being here. With the aim of improving your health and well-being. Let your mind fully switch off. entire body is melting into the support beneath you. Sinking deeper with ease. You're safe here. You're allowed to let go. My second tip for the Smith Machine RDLs is the knee microband and ankle drive. Keep a constant, soft knee, 10 to 20 degrees. Hinge from the hips rather than bending the knees. Dorsiflex the ankle slightly to push hips back. So soft knees and push the hips back like a hinge. This preserves hamstring tension and glute engagement. What you're hearing today is meant just for you. So take in and enjoy all the tips. My final one for the Smith Machine RDLs is again tempo and eccentric control. The 301 tempo. Three seconds down. Squeeze up. With amplified focus on the eccentric stretch. And feel the long and slow lengthening. And finally, now that the glutes stabilizers. Small movement, big burn. Watch the alignment. And I'll count for you slowly. Let's engage in some breathwork mid-set to fully relax and recover. Inhale into 1, 2, and let go into 1, 2. Now, close your eyes and repeat. Big inhale into 1, 2, and exhale into 1, 2. Picture your thoughts as clouds. Watch them pass without holding on. There's nothing to fix. Only to be with this soft stillness. My first tip for the cable hip abduction is body lean and anchor point. You want to stand side on to the cable. Hold the frame for support. And lean slightly toward the anchor so the movement is pure hip abduction. So lean into it and move only at the hip. This isolates the glute medius and minimizes compensatory movement from the torso. Secondly, you also want to focus on the range and tempo You want to use full controlled range for 12 to 20 reps. Hold at the top for 1 to 2 seconds. And for advanced load, use pauses at mid-range to train control. So small lift, hold, and lower. This improves hip stability and helps with the squat and lunge balance. If you're feeling advanced, you can add a band for sensory feedback. Add a mini band above the knees while doing cable abductions to increase proprioceptive cues and the tactile rub. You'll feel that tension steady. The band provides constant tension. But now, time to cool down with stretching. We finish slowly. We let the muscles lengthen. Recovery starts now. We'll slow the breath. Lengthen each muscle. I'll guide you through static holds. Soft exhale with each release. With each breath, we sink deeper into the stretch. Focusing on the legs, hamstrings in particular. To ease the tension. Let the muscles soften now. A slow, steady pulse of calm moves through you from head to toe. You can leave your worries at the door. And come back to them later if you wish. Breathe out and feel the tension dissolve. Lengthen slowly. There's no rush. You've done the hard work. Now we restore. Each exhale helps the body recover. Everything inside you is allowed to rest. You are exactly where you need to be. Notice the warmth in your glutes and hamstrings. That circulation returning. You don't need to carry today's load. Set it down with every exhale. Feel the gentle weight coolness of the air on your cheek, and your body melting into the support beneath you. Sinking deeper with each stretch. Let your breath guide the stretch deeper. Lower and sink into the stretch slowly and progressively. You are stronger than you were an hour ago. Both physically and mentally. Recovery is where growth completes. So take it seriously. And enjoy the present moment. Let's open up those hips. Tight from all the weightlifting. Carry this strength with you quietly and confidently. Finally, let's use a bit of assistance to sink deeper into the final stretch. I hope you are able to relax and enjoy tonight's leg day. Here's another ASMR workout.